month after the U.S. election, there are still many feelings resulting from the country's presidential decision the night of November 8th. We know that there are students who have feelings and emotions that have yet to be expressed about this and about issues concerning them as well. The Office of Inclusion and Diversity Excellence wants to support these students by creating a non-judgmental and non-biased safe space for an evening about the concerns they might be experiencing. This evening will be a talking circle, quote unquote, where students can express their emotions safely and to gather as a community in time of support. A member of the Kelly Center will be staffing the space to connect with individuals needing additional support. Cookies and hot chocolate will be provided.
So please remember that this is a safe zone. We encourage you all to engage in a conversation tonight. If you wish to do so, but please do so in a respectful manner. Respect the people around you, and especially the people talking. This is not an easy thing to do for some people, so rude behavior won't be tolerated, and we will ask you to leave and exit the room if rude behavior doesn't arise. So tonight we just kind of want to hear what you feel, and I kind of want to do this more in a circle. That way we can kind of do a conversation style that way.
So we do have some cameras in the room. Is everyone comfortable still talking? Because it is an event, and I just want to make sure people feel comfortable with that. They did say they would blur out faces. I don't have that from this group, but I also want, before moving forward, I want to be honest if these two groups are here. And how do you feel about that?
We're filming for The Leader, the website that I run with a couple of my friends. We're just an independent news organization, and we report on news going on in the Fort Hays community. So.
I have no issue with doing that. I would ask confidentiality from the leader.
So I'm here with Ulysses Gonzalez, who organized the event tonight. Tell us a little about how that kind of happened.
Yeah, so it was actually the Office of Inclusion and Diversity Excellence on campus that organized this event.
Okay.
Kind of the purpose of the event was to provide students kind of like a platform and an avenue for them to kind of express themselves, especially after the elections. You know, as it was mentioned during the meetings, there's a lot of lack of resources on our campus to kind of support our marginalized groups, especially because right now there's no director for diversity and inclusion on our campus. So this was kind of a way to allow those students who do identify under those marginalized groups kind of express themselves, kind of just let them express their feelings, you know, just express their kind of their frustration, let it out, and what their thoughts and opinions are, and not necessarily about the election, but also just kind of our campus climate overall, any issues that they have encountered on our campus. And it was just kind of a way also for them to find allies and people who can support them in times that when they need help and such of the topics that we talked about today.
So I'm here with Hannah. Hannah, what brings you here tonight?
To increase awareness because, well, I've noticed that Fort Hays is more inclusive of like minorities and everyone, but the town itself isn't, and the town needs to realize that, hey, we're here and we want to be equally represented and we don't want to be discriminated against.
What are your thoughts on kind of the aftermath of the election? Like for you personally, like what are your thoughts on that?
I just feel like there's a lot of hate because of this, and we're gonna get through it. I know that. I know everything's going to work out, but it's scary, man. I mean, I, as a member of the LGBTQ community, I feel threatened because.
Do you feel threatened because is it just like the fact that he's in office, or that like what could happen kind of, or
somewhat of that, but more of the ideology of everything. I mean, if you look at Donald Trump's vice president Mike Pence, he openly supports gay conversion camps, which basically says you can shock somebody into being straight, and that scares me a little bit.
Like, the second I heard that Trump is our president-elect, I immediately thought, wow, I waited 13 years to come out of the closet. Like, this makes me want to come back in. But since then, I've just been increasing awareness and forming support systems, and we will make this. Like, it's not him that's scary, it's those that he's working with that are scary.
Okay, Has the election, has it personally impacted you yet in any way? Or, because he's not yet in office, it's kind of just,
But his supporters are already empowered. Like, there's already hate crimes around the country going up. And as a transgender woman, that sort of scares me.
well, what about here? Like, how has it impacted you? Like, not around the country, has it personally impacted you?
Not too much. I've lost a few friendships, but like people with that backwards mind thinking aren't people that need to be around in your life. Like, you don't need any toxic people in your life. Those they will just bring you back.
How has it personally, like, impacted you so far, like personally, or has it at all?
The things that I've heard said by other students hit home a little bit. I have heard from other students that the only thing that matters is white straight men, and that scares me. That scares me for other people of color, people who are undocumented and here trying to make a better life for themselves and their children and the generations to come. And I just feel like our ideology right now is based a lot around hate, and we need to have more love, I guess.
I came tonight mainly just to hear everyone's opinions, but not to start anything. Mainly I came just because I think safe spaces are ridiculous and that you should be able to control your feelings and that we don't need safe spaces. I don't know when we started to need those, but I came tonight just to hear what everyone's concerns were. I mean, they always preach how they should be confident, and yet they feel that they need a safe space. I don't know why they think they need a safe space. Beats me. I was happy with how the election came out. My only concern is that Hillary's still on the loose.